Um, okay. So, hopefully you guys can hear me. My preview screen just went blank. Let me uh, try that again. Give me just a second. Oh, God. See, this is what happens. Oh, you can hear me. Well, that's good. But yeah, for some reason, that is just strange. Okay, let me do something here, guys. Just a second. Well, let's see. Oh, there's me. I don't know what happened. It's because that's right, guys. Steven isn't here. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately he couldn't make it. So yeah, don't all boo at once. It's probably the curse, right? No, yeah, Steven can't make it today, but it's okay. We still have stuff to talk about. It might not be as intellectual, but we have stuff to talk about. But yeah, thanks for everyone that has joined. Yeah, this is episode 78 of the Gundam Explain podcast. You know what? Let's see. I got to change a source here. So it's pretty crazy how randomly like things just will not work even though you set everything up and it works, right? Like, oh my gosh, there's always something. Okay, I'm going to change this window real quick. And then, yeah, zooming in and out. That's pretty annoying. Okay. And then I have to do this thing down here. I hope you guys are enjoying all this. Okay. No, good. Yeah. Okay, let's look back in the chat because I saw so many people already here, and I apologize. We've got Robert, of course, with the 1,500 messages. Lucas Garrett, NeoX, Jedi Sayla, USS Talos, Brian Zanichelli, Zionic Shadow, Endless Croissant, which, that makes me hungry. Let's see, NeoX, Neo. I think I might have already said your name, but yeah, thanks all for joining. Yeah, we've got some cool stuff to talk about. So, I'm going to jump into some cool AI stuff since that seems to be the thing, and I was actually inspired by, because AI is now everywhere, but also Steven's live last night. I have links in the description for his show we were on last night. He was actually using an AI chatbot to help him, or not really a chatbot actually, that's what we're going to be doing tonight, but he used an AI program to create code so that he can animate his Gundam model within the Unity game development engine. So it's like, I mean, it's just pretty crazy to think how you can use, okay, it's automatically, it's seeing my hand. It's this new camera. I think when it sees my hand, then I can do this. And then it just stop. I thank Armad Ian. He picked up one of these cameras, and I was so fascinated by it, I just had to get it. Speaking of picking stuff up, this is a shameless plug, but you can get one of these cool little hats in the merch store. There's also a shirt, Stay Goosey, from our goose, and there's some other cool stuff in there if you're interested. But yeah, let's see what's going on in here. Neon Wave. Speaking of AI, speaking to AI can be scary. I spoke with one last week that was supposed to be based off a character from Kim Possible. It kept asking me questions and revealed my insecurities with 100% accuracy. Oh, yes, we're about to get into that. I was testing this little AI chatbot earlier today that I want to use on stream, and it's actually pretty awesome. Maybe scary. It made me kind of, question things too. So, another thing, speaking of technical difficulties, something crazy happened last week that I wanted to talk about on the live show, and I totally forgot. Like, it was, last Thursday before the show, wake up in the morning, my wife and I, we work from home, but the internet was out. Luckily there's a lot of cool technology you can use just to use your phone to, Tether or whatever, and there's even some other apps that can bypass the Tether meter so that you don't have to worry about that. And I was able to get my work done. And I was even thinking, man, I might have to tether in order to do the live. But luckily, AT&T came out. But they found that, I guess, there was an update to the system that made my stuff outdated. The box that has the internet that goes to the home and then the modem itself. I mean, what was cool about that, though, is that they gave me a new router, a new modem router, and a new thing to hook up the fiber. But, you know, what's funny is all this stuff is in my office, where my office also doubles as where I actually play my PC and have all my action figures. So the guy who was in here was pretty cool. I don't know how old he was, probably a little younger than me. And then he's like, man, what's all this stuff here? And I was like, oh, this is Gundam. Have you heard of Gundam? He's like, no. And I was like, it's pretty cool. So like if you have Netflix, you can watch this thing called Hathaway. It just came out, but it's not the start. That's like the sequel of the original that started back in 1979, but from Japan. Now, it's old animation, so you might not like it that much. And I was just thinking, man, like, I need to come up with a video where I can, like, concisely kind of explain why Gundam is cool and how you should get into it. I was just thinking about it because the guy was even asking. He saw my setup and he's like, "Oh, what do you do? Podcasts or something?" I'm like, "Yeah, I have a YouTube channel. I do podcasts and I talk about this thing Gundam." Because he was like looking at the robots. He thought they were pretty cool. He saw I have the metal build F91 and Crossbone that's over here to my left, and then in my case near the top I have the stuff from Hathaway, the Penelope, Kasai, the Robot Spirits ones, and the high grade Messer, and it just looks cool. Anyone that sees that is going to be like, wow, that's some cool stuff. So I hope he went home and searched up. I bet he forgot every word I said and just was like, man, there's some dude with some cool robots in his office. But anyway, it was kind of cool how I got the internet up and running, and then that was a show that had Steven on it. Yeah, how fun. But no, we're going to have a good show anyway. A couple things. Or I don't know if it's a couple, but I wanted to bring this up. When I first got into Gundam, you know, as much as I like the shows, I was like obsessed with the model kits. You know how you kind of go through that phase where you're just like buying and building Gunpla every second? There was one that I always saw online, and that's where I first realized I liked the Hazel. It was the Master Grade Hazel, and I was like, man, I need to get that so bad. Like, that is the coolest looking one, but it was actually pretty expensive at that time. And maybe by expensive, I mean like $150. But at that time, spending that much on a Gundam wasn't going to happen, just because I was really just getting into the hobby. And so I was, it was on Amazon just recently. So, yeah, P. Bandai, I think over the summer, had a re-release of the Master Grade Hazel. And I just waited too long because I had already made a few pre-orders just recently of the Robot Spirit stuff. And I was like, okay, I'll wait a little bit. Forgot about it. It sold out, but Amazon luckily had it. So I went and picked it up. And what's cool about it, actually, maybe I could show it with the box. I know for sure it's the re-release, at least I think, because if you look at the top corner, it has the new Bamco Nandai logo. So that's cool that I actually got the release. Now, I did pay more than what it was selling for on P. Bandai, but not by much. And again, it's just like, I don't know what it is about Amazon, but I can usually get a P. Bandai kit I need. Now, that's GM Spartan? No. So if you do see that, just, send it my way. So I'm going to get started on that probably, maybe tomorrow. Sometimes if I have meetings, sometimes if I have work meetings that are a little slow, I might start building or whatever. But I'm going to try to work on that over the weekend. And then, so this week I came out with the video where I built the, I was going to say Murine, but I have the Murine also, but the Soletta, actually, I have them right here. I was actually very fascinated with this. This was fun to build, and a part of me, just like with we were talking about chatting with the AI bot, I was almost like questioning, like, what is it with this? Although it's similar to when I would build the Darth Vader, Boba Fett, but it's like an anime girl, and I had this judgment I've had for so long where I made fun of people that wasn't into that stuff. And then I came to a realization recently where I have this. I don't know if you guys actually. This is probably a good time to use this little feature here, because if I go over here. Yeah, that's Alf, right? Wow, I can't believe I had a good use for this camera. So things like Alf, Grogu, Ewoks, Disney characters like Stitch. It's like these are things that are like they're nice, comforting, warm, and to be honest, that's what I'm getting from these anime characters. I mean, if you saw the end, episode 12, maybe not as warm in a different way, but there's something about the anime character, especially feminine, that is just nice. It's like a different. It's like it contrasts things. Like another example, there's this game Zombie Army 4. I love. I played a crap ton of it, and there's times where I will sit there and I'll just play like all night. But after some time, I'm just blowing up so many zombie heads that it's like, okay, I need to do something else. And then there's this game called like Lucky's Tales or something. It's on the Xbox. Like you're a little fox, you run around, and I'm like, this is a lot more pleasant. And so it's really made me just think like how I would judge people in the past for having anime character avatars and all that stuff. And I really love that through watching Gundam, building the model kits. It's like opened up my mind to like be open to things and enjoy things and not letting it judgment, dictate how I feel about it, and maybe even appreciate other people that are into those things. And then I got to hand it to Goose because he's always pushing me to airbrush, and I bought an airbrush. It's kind of like, I wouldn't even say it's a starter kit. It's more of like a detailing airbrush, but it works very nice. I talk about it in the video. Bought it last August. And then I think it was last weekend. Yeah, I was calling him up because I needed some help with the airbrush, but got it to work. And I found it so fun because it was way easier than I thought to quickly detail the certain pieces I need on the model kit. And so depending on how the color separation pieces work on the Hazel Custom, I might do some airbrushing. But so far, when I was looking at some of the pieces like the thrusters or the yellow vent, I think they're more like vents. I think most of it has the color separation on it. So I don't know. I think the next thing mainly that I'm going to airbrush is something else actually that Goose got me. It's a diorama, an old school Gunpla kit. It's like the last, I want to say it's the end shooting scene. And so, yeah, I'm going to do an airbrush on that here shortly. And then I'll do a video on that. But there will be a video on the Miorine model kit. It's very interesting how there were different things required to be detailed and some things that didn't require to be detailed, and I'll cover that. The one thing about Miorine is she's got that, and I don't know if this was done on purpose, but she's got the commander antenna on her head, and I lost it, and it's like, dang it, just another small piece of something to lose. And I found it in the office. It was someplace I did not expect it to be. I always feel lucky when I come across that. So, yeah, expect a video on that too, because there's a little bit different detailing on that. But also, yes, there's a bunch of other videos I have in the making. And to add to that, without Steven here, it's like I can run on and just keep talking and keep talking. Not that that's a good thing. It's probably a bad thing, but it's like time's probably going to fly here pretty quick. So there's this, what I'm trying to say is I hit 3,000 subscribers, which is amazing. Like I was seeing it coming, but seeing it happen, it was just so awesome because making this content has been so fun, and it just further reinforces like the fun I'm having. It's and then because I was just thinking all these other videos I have in the making, like I'm not even gonna stop. Like I can't wait when I do the video on the Core Fighter cockpit. That'll be coming up soon. Yeah, I got the Hazel Custom that I'm working on, and a few other little things that I've always like started. And then also when it comes to GBO2, I'll have some news about GBO2, but also working with Bandai Namco, there's going to be a lot more videos that I'm going to be able to produce based on GBO2. So I think that's pretty cool. But I'm going to go back. Zeonic Shadow has 2 Hazel Customs. Dang. Oh, high grade, which still, that's awesome. Every once in a while when I'm shopping and I see one, even though I have one, it's like, yeah, maybe I should get another one. Neon Wave, pro tip, never ask an AI for a date. I did just for fun. It said, yes, named a location to meet, and I'm not talking to AI ever again. It was one-time thing, and it scared me. Well, you know what? I did ask an AI for a date, and I'm going to replicate that here live because it's hilarious. Let's see. Neon Wave, I'm fearing that the AI will become sentient and become a yandere, asking me about the date. So I know that's a Japanese term. If you guys can help me with that. Let's see. Alf. Yep. Alf. It's not going to make a difference, Adam. Your cam is still blurry. So is my camera blurry? Yeah, you guys let me know. I hope it's not blurry. Let's see. What else? Hero isn't soft and fluffy, but he's still cute. Okay, yeah, good point. I also meant to say Haro is kind of that same type of thing with all those, with that comforting feeling. I think that's a good contrast. Like if you watch the original Mobile Suit, or any really Gundam is, they have the stuff that people are going through, the horrors of war, and then you have Haro or the kids, and I think that it's a good contrast sometimes, like a palette cleanser. USS Talos' wife got a massive airbrush set and is customizing a 1/100 GM, which is entertaining. Now that is cool. Sonic Shadow, you need an organizer when you build Gunpla. It's so funny you said that. I took a picture of me where I had my organizer next to me, but I had the box in my lap, and I was just cutting and building in my lap, not even organizing it, man. It's just sometimes fun just to do whatever. USS Talos, watching her do it is actually fun. Honestly, airbrushing is fun, but it's more fun watching people that know less about those things do it. It's pretty good. Robert saying, why did the Red Comet get so many aliases out of all of the entire UC timeline entities? So it could be that that's a joke, but it could be you're really asking, and that would be good for the lore channel. Let's see. Anything else going on? Because I'm going to move on here. Oh, yandere, someone who has an obsession and possessive attitude towards their crush. Okay, I think you guys have explained that to me before. Using violent and murderous means to maintain an exclusive bond, basically a sociopath. Yeah, okay. Brian Zanichelli back from class. That's cool. All right, well, Robert, that was a joke. Well, yeah, let me know then what you what that joke was. I'm not good sometimes at reading that stuff. Okay. I am going to see if this works. And, yeah. Okay. So here's something. GBO2 added the Advanced Hazel. And I actually have the model kit of that as well. I just don't have any of those suits in GBO2 yet. I have some Advanced of Zeta suits, just not any of the Hazels, which are my favorite. That's crazy. Although I think this month they're doing it where if you get like 28 missions, you can get the standard Hazel, I think. The Hazel Custom, I believe. So that's pretty cool. So, we'll see about that. Okay, so some other stuff about GBO2 real quick. So if you haven't heard, the Steam beta starts, I think, the 16th through the 18th. So that's really cool. Totally excited about that, even though I play a lot on the PlayStation, just being able to have it booted up on my PC. Another thing is, and I don't know if it's PlayStation or what, but sometimes, like, joining a match will just sometimes, like, take too long, where I feel like I could have played a whole match during the time I waited for a match to start. The matchmaking, the whole match. I'm saying match a lot. So I don't know if that would be something that would be addressed. And while the game looks great on a PS5, and it's not like it's a highly graphical game, I do think I am interested to see if on PC that they might add some cool more effects, or maybe based on architecture, there could be just another layer of graphical fidelity. I don't know. I kind of hope so. But also, I'm going to be then working on some cool videos about GBO2. Now, I've been actually playing a lot with USS Talos recently because he understands the depth to the game that I thought I knew was there, but once he started explaining it to me, I realized it's way more in depth than I thought. Like, just thinking about the fact that there's like over 300 suits, maybe 400 suits, and they can all be different because they all have skills. They could have 5 skills, they could have 12 skills. And these skills are things like maybe having a second boost after an evasion. Maybe it's how your shield affects your mobility. It could be then how you can not be staggered by attacks. Maybe, having extra combos in attacks. So I've realized, like, this game is super, super deep, and they don't necessarily advertise it like that because really you can stay in, like, the DCB ranking range and never really have to worry about advanced tactics. It's the people that are doing the advanced tactics that are then up in the A. I think the highest I've ever got was A-. Because while I don't do advanced tactics, I do some things when it comes to like evasion and meleeing and all that. But just working with USS Talos, showing me all these cool things. Like we'll sometimes in the GBO2 chat kind of talk about that stuff and post videos. And if anyone's playing GBO2 and they want like their gameplay rated or me to react to it, send it over. I've been getting a few more videos, and I think my plan is I'm going to do a separate stream one day where I just go through and watch all the videos, and I just talk, because watching really helps me understand the game better. So I think it's one of those games where it's like even more underrated than I even realized, and that's thanks to USS Talos. So yeah, thanks, man. You've been a lot of help. So then the open beta, Monday, right? Is that the 16th? Yeah, 17th, 18th, and then there's things up in the air. Depending on how that goes, will tell probably how soon it will be released, and depending on how popular the release is, it mean how much more they actually pump into the PC version. So yeah, if anyone's interested in getting into that game, just drop a line in the chat because I think it's a great game and I want to try to keep supporting it. All right, so I'm going to dive into this next fun part, but I'm going to look into chat real quick, see if there's anything else that came up. Let's see. Zionic Shadow. Oh, boy, another Hazel. Yeah. Much Hazels recently. Yeah, I mean, it's like calling to me. It must hurt Adam doesn't. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I usually get the suits. I'll even get suits I don't really care for. Like, I got the new Gundam and the Sazabi early on. The Double Zeta, the Zeta, like the main ones that I'd always want, I got them. Even the Easy 8, Blue Destiny Unit 3. There's so many suits that it's like, oh yeah, they're cool, but I don't care, and I'd get them. But the Hazels are the ones that I've wanted, and yeah. The Spice are really hoping the GBO2 Steam network test works this time. Yeah, me too. And that's what they're just trying to figure out. I think from that first one, they realized the issues to maybe try to get it to work. This time. Brian's in Chile having GBO2 on Steam is going to be awesome. Yeah, sure is. Let's see. It'll be a while before I'll be able to drop cash for it. Games ain't cheap. Well, it is actually free. If you're referring to that, it is a free game. GBO2 tournament, yes, Zionic Shadow. For sure now I want to do a tournament, because not only am I understanding it more, but I also want to host the tournaments in terms of using the spectator mode, because there's, oh man, I forgot his name. I feel like such a bad person. Someone that's in part of our group with Bandai that I'm following him. It's like something with a V in Wolf Vion, I think. Anyway, he did a stream where he was just spectating, looking around the map as they're fighting, calling out the tactics, and I was like, that is sweet. That's something that I'd like to do. So, Let's see. Anything else? Oh, camera is no longer blurry. Yay. Okay, good. I wonder if that just probably had to do with like the autofocus or something. So, oh, Red Wolf Vion. Thank you, Zionic Shadow. And you know him. Of course you would. Of course you would, Zionic Shadow. That's really cool. Okay. Yeah, Red Wolf Vion, Endless Croissant. You know him too. Awesome. That is so cool. Okay. So, let's look at this real quick. Here's this. Let me move this a little bit. Do I have it? Sorry, I'm just trying to make it perfect. Okay. So this is cool. So, I've been following the AI stuff. I love the image. I was messing around with that for a while. And other than that, I've never really found any real application for it. I still haven't, but, Steven has. So, again, check the links in the description for his for the video last night. It was awesome. So, I've become a fan of some anime characters. On Karn. So I was like, you know what? Let's see if I was to meet Haman somewhere. Okay. Let's I wonder if okay. I wonder how I can redo. Let's see. No. Okay, I don't want to start over. So, okay. So this was the first time I talked to her, I straight up asked her out. And then she was like, all men do this. You're no different. So then I decided to, okay, this time I am going to approach her in a way to get her attention. So she's like, I'm here to serve you. I said, I'm here to serve you, ma'am. And she's like, you're here to serve me? Are you attempting to join my side? Tell me your name. Are you part of the AUG? So she wants me to tell her my name. Okay. And I'm just going to say, this might be a little creepy. I got to see my keyboard. Okay. I'm Adam Blue. This is like if I was to really meet her. I'm Adam Blue. Okay, so I'm going to lie. I have no side. Because here's the thing. I'm a good guy at heart. Like, I would join the AU. You know what I mean? If I wasn't with Earth Federation, it would be AU, not Titans. Awesome bad guys, though. But, it's like one of those things where she looks like she is a broken girl, and I have that syndrome, right, where I want to save her. So, let's see what she says to this. And why should I let you serve me? What value do you bring to my side that I should accept? I should accept you as one of my soldiers. Okay, so this is good. Again, I'm trying to just take her to dinner and maybe get a selfie. If I can achieve that, then I think I'm good with life. Okay, so because you are a smart and powerful woman. I don't want it to sound too much like Mashmir, but let's see. What she says. Oh, okay. Okay, if you wish to serve me, then you must prove that you can be an asset to my forces. Prove to me that your piloting skills are as good as your words, and I will let you assist in my battles. Oh, okay. Okay, here's a good one. Let me discuss my piloting skills with you over dinner. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Oh, you certainly are persistent. I will let you join me for dinner. That last time she told me no. Okay. So you can use AI maybe to figure out the best way to approach someone if you want to have dinner. Okay. I will let you join me for dinner then. I may have questions for you, so be prepared to answer them to my liking. You must also pass a trial where your piloting talents will be tested. Are you willing to endure such a task? Of course. Okay, I'm liking this because I almost feel like I'm playing an RPG. Okay, let's see what's going on. Then you have my permission to join me for dinner. However, you must leave your mobile suit outside while we eat. I do not trust you that much just yet. You do have some strange intentions of proving yourself to my forces. Be warned, I am a harsh mistress, and I want your loyalty to me to be absolute. If your loyalty wavers, I'll cut off your head myself. Okay, that doesn't sound too abnormal for me. Let's see. Oh, okay, Jedi Sailor, that was actually a good one. Ask, okay, how is Minerva? Although then she might think I'm up to something. Although I find it very interesting how she's talking with me, because last time when I was speaking to her, she didn't want to have anything to do with me because I was up front. I was like, I want to have dinner, blah, blah, blah. Minerva as well, she's been living in her quarters since Zeon surrendered. There are times when she wants to join me to see the people in the colonies, but the Titans have her under surveillance, so I can't have her get into any danger in case of potential assassination attempts. She is a good person, just like her father. She has a sweet and kind heart. Wow. I mean, I got to stop here for a second. I know I'm just, RPGing here, but I love the lore that is built into what she is saying. Like, this is pretty impressive. Okay, so I want to, let's see. How about here? Well, no. What? Anyway, chat, tell me what you think I should maybe say. Let me know. Okay, USS Talos. Why not ask her if she knows about the secret project of the Titan test team? Oh. Do you know about the secret Titan test team project? That's a good one. I'm unfamiliar with this project. Are you an agent for this project? Tell me more. If I want to take down the Titans, I need to learn about these projects. Are they related to the NTD system that the Titans are implementing in their mobile suits? Interesting. So, okay, guys, this is where maybe I might not know something. Was NTD used during her timeline, the Titans timeline? The term NTD? And maybe I just forgot, because I know it shows up a lot in Unicorn. Well, yeah. So Lucas, what's interesting though is when I first talked to her, so for this one I started with "I am here to serve you, ma'am." The last time I talked to her, I said, "Hey, can I take you out to dinner?" And then she was like mad, like immediately. She's like, "Who do you think you are?" Blah 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 blah. They have some badass mobile suits called Hazels. I don't know. See what she says. Yeah, okay. Thank you, USS Talos. That's what I thought. Exam, yeah, so it's probably some other... Are they more powerful than the Gundam Mark II? Also, what are their capabilities? I'm assuming you have more information on their armor, weapons, abilities. Yes, I do have more information. Come join me in my mobile suit, and I can show you. Okay, let's see what's going on here. What you ask of me is strange and suspicious. However, again, I feel like there should be a drinking game when you watch an anime and a character is explaining something and they say, however, you take a drink. I will join your mobile suit due to my curiosity, but you must tell me why I'm doing this. Is this a trap? Will you try to kill me in my mobile suit? No. No. I want to help you achieve your dreams and maybe have your hand in marriage. Yeah, I'll go on extreme here. Let's see what happens. No, I want help you. Let's see. Let's see what she says. My hand in marriage, you want to marry me just because I am the princess of Zeon, not because you value me as a person or have any attachment to me. This is just some strange fantasy you have. Yeah, I guess so. You have, or do you generally love me? Okay, I don't know how far I'm gonna go with this. I don't care about titles, but you are cool. Kind of like, yeah, I don't care about titles. I don't care if you're a princess. Oh, and why do you think I'm cool? Because of my piloting skills or the way I speak? Oh, yeah, that's one. Is it because I'm strong and charismatic leader? Perhaps it's my beautiful green hair and long legs. Oh my gosh, now this whole fantasy just broke. Green hair? Oh. Your profile picture has pink hair. Oh, I know what I'll say next depending on what she says. It's a wig that's pink. My actual hair color is beautiful dark green. That's why they call me Haman the Green. What? Now tell me, I want to know everything about the Hazels for my own knowledge. Okay, now she's even going back to something I said previously. Hold on. Let me look this up, unless this is where the AI like falls apart. Haman the Green. I don't see anything when I search unless I put Gundam. Or I'll just put Haman green hair. No. Guys, I'm being catfished. Yeah. I think this AI is over. I'm not telling you anything about the Hazels. No. You've been lying to me. You see how online dating can just break your heart? You think you're meeting someone and their profile picture. Okay, let me out. It's funny. My wife is in the other room and she just said, what? Because when I talk about online dating, but yeah. Let me out right now. Okay, you can get out. Okay, what do you mean by okay, you can get out? So you're just going to let me go and you'll just take your mobile suit and leave me in the middle of nowhere? What kind of person are you? You were lying to me this entire time and now I'm forced to find some other means of transportation to return home. Sorry, I'm into pink hair. All right, we're going to move on from this. I will not forgive you for this. I should never have given you the chance to be part of my forces. I should have known that you were a suspicious character since the very beginning. You have no honor. You were only using me for my beauty. You had no good intentions for me. You were only interested in yourself. You truly disgust me. Hey, she really has green hair, so that's all on her. All right. Okay, guys, what do you think? I'm going to do Shar, unless you guys have another one that you think would be a little more interesting, and then I'll let you guys kind of help me guide the conversation here. And then Neon Wave, online dating is overrated and terrible these days. Same for dating apps. Yeah, I think it must be, because I wouldn't know this. It must be because of how people use them nowadays. I think it's really surface level. In fact, I met my wife on Match. I mean, I don't mind saying it. It was, it was, what was it? I saw a bill for it, and I was like, oh, I forgot I'm paying for this, and I jumped in, saw her, and yeah, went from there. So it can happen if you use it for the right reasons. Ian, good to see you, Ian. The chatbot screws the rules with green hair. Yeah, once she mentioned the green hair, I was like, all right. Endless Croissant, Soletta is there. Okay, let's do that. Let's see. Okay, and so sometimes what you want to do is look at maybe the number of what could be considered conversations, because it might have probably more I don't know this, but it might have more to the AI. So I'll do this one here with the 16.5 Okay, here's a good one. Okay, You guys let me know what I should. Don't ask about tomato paste. Okay, maybe later I'll do something related to that. Okay. I like how she's like, I'm slitting Rick Singer's here, blah, blah, blah. I hope we can get along well. Yes. Do you like mobile suits? I want to see, like, how interesting, like, she act, like, nervous, or the social skills that she portrays in the show. I have been obsessed with mobile suits since I was a little kid. I just find them so fascinating. They are amazing products of engineering and design and are so much fun to see in action. The freedom you get from them is unrivaled. And the feeling of being in control of something that is just that strong is, I have no words to fully describe it. I can't help but love mobile suits. Congrats on your engagement to Miorine. Okay, let's see what she says. You know about that? We never announced it publicly, so I'm surprised you know, but I am so in love with her. I cannot imagine my life without her in it. I love her so much, so much, so unbelievably much. It's hard even for me to understand it. I can barely put it into words. It's a truly transcendent feeling, the kind they tell legends about. She's the love of my life, and I will never let anything come between us. Wow. So that's like the most she said compared to the show. It's kind of funny. Let's see. Oh, Neon Wave saying, reminder, there's more than one response the AI will give as indicated by the arrow on the side. Wow. You know this stuff, don't you? I had no idea. Thank you. I'm surprised you knew about that. I'm really happy she accepted my offer. I've never felt this way towards anyone, and she makes me so happy. I don't want to sound weird or anything, but she makes me feel the way a mobile suit makes me feel. She's so strong, so amazing. I want to spend as much time of my time with her as I can. Okay, I want to get into something here real quick. Are you familiar with the Ariel's development? I mean, not that the AI is going to know something that the show hasn't told us, but okay, so yes, of course I am. I was present in the meetings where we discussed her capabilities, and during the development, I was even allowed to see her development plans to understand how she works better and how to make the most of her. When we did simulations on her, I was even allowed to have a go because I have experience with testing mobile suit capabilities and seeing what they're capable of, and blah, blah, blah. I know inside out. I hope I'm not sounding weird, but I'm just really passionate about MS design, so that's pretty cool. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so I want to get into something else. Elon is that guy's name, right? Elon. I would say, hey, don't trust Elon. I won't. He's a bit too pushy and seems to have selfish reasons for everything he says and does. He creeps me out as well, so I will stay away from him as much as I can. I don't trust him one bit. Okay, so that's pretty cool. I like how it really is in character. Maybe even in a way to where it kind of goes deeper into what the show is trying to communicate to the audience with how the characters interact with each other. Like, I was really surprised. I don't know if putting my hand up is causing that. Yeah. I'm curious, like, if, yeah, it's like diving in deeper into how the characters will feel about it or feel about everyone. Like, for her to say what she did about Elon, it's actually pretty interesting here. Let's see. Let's actually. Oh, before I'll ask you about tomato paste. Okay. Do you like tomato paste? Be interesting to see what she says. Oh, yes, tomato paste is one of my favorite ingredients. I put it in almost everything I make because I love the umami flavor it gives all my dishes. It is perfect for making a good sauce base for nearly anything. It's on my and on its own, just with a little extra seasoning, it is really delicious too. I love making tomato mozzarella bruschetta. I really enjoy it. It's a lovely snack if I get hungry at night. I also really like making tomato sauces and dishes to go with meats. I never get sick of it. Okay, so that was kind of an innocent answer. Let's do Shar. Here we go. leader of Neo Zeon and pilot of Sazabi. So this is kind of is later. It's not even Quattro. This is like later Char. Ian asked her if it's homemade. Well, yeah, let's then do this. So Char, I'll be like, hey man, want to build Gumpla? What? I'm curious. I mean, if I was ready to run into him in real life, I'd probably run away. Is that some sort of childish Earthnoids hobby? That is below me. Okay, touche. Let's see. You want me to build those plastic models of mobile suits? Yes, mobile suits are badass. Let's see. Very well. Perhaps the construction of these Gumplas shall allow me to learn more about the mobile suits of the Earth Federation. Are you familiar with the Titans suits? They are my favorite, but I don't like them as a faction, I guess. No. Oh, let me let the internet spell for me. Okay. Let's see. Jedi Saletta forgetted to bring the bruschetta. Okay, that was actually pretty good. The Titans. They were special task force of the Federation formed to hunt down rogue mobile suit pilots. They used advanced mobile suits that even I would be interested in taking a closer look at. Let's build the master grade Hazel custom. So, Char seems pretty cool. I think I posted on Twitter. I was like, hey, man, don't drop Axis on Earth. Excellent choice. What color scheme do you want for yours? What is it? Is it the white? The rollout colors, right? Isn't that rollout colors? That's funny that he's asking me that. Oh, good one. Should I say that? Oh, and Lucas Garrett saying Astro really gave Armor this. Oh, okay. Both of you guys have really good ones. I'm going to ask both. Are you sure you do not want any special modifications to the kit? No, I like it the way it is. But let me ask you, why did you give Amuro the Psycho Frame piece? Or I guess system. I guess because it's the whole like, yeah, is it where they gave him that? Okay, because that's not really a word. Maybe I should, let's see. Yeah, because I don't know if he gave them blueprints, a piece of it that they then engineered, or just a whole thing. I mean, maybe you guys know. In my final battle against the Federation's Gundam, it was clear to me that it was clear to me and Amuro that both of us were evenly matched in terms of piloting skill. In order to give Amuro the ability to match the performance of my own personal mobile suit, the Sazabi, I gave him the Psycho Frame system, which would allow him to achieve the maximum potential of the RX-93 New Gundam. Was that a good idea? Oh, U.S. Satellis, you're saying that they explored the piece in the manga. Okay. I may have given him a tool that would allow him the maximum potential of his mobile suit, but Amuro's new type abilities were still limited compared to mine. I could have easily used my Sazabi to destroy the new Gundam, but I was arrogant enough to allow him to have an opportunity to strike at me. That's very cool. Okay, so far, doing these AI chats with these characters, I feel like I've gotten more insight into the characters, like how Haman was talking about Minerva and her father, kind of that whole thing, and then Saletta and how much she loves Mjolnir, but is creeped out by Elin, and then Char like admitting that by being arrogant and then thinking he would have to give Amuro some more of that kind of. So that's pretty good. Okay, so. It's quoting the wiki. Oh, so that's cool. So they're just pulling. Yeah, so that's a good point because from manga and like if the wiki is a collection of all the different sources, then that is really a cool way to kind of get a concise sort of answer from an AI. I mean, this could be a good way to do research. I don't know, actually. I would hate to have done a video where I just used an AI to give me all the research. So I'm going to ask, how is your sister? Oh, yeah, a link to the website. Yeah, let me grab that up here. And I'll throw that in. Don't have too much fun. Honestly, that'd be fun to do with kids. Now I'm thinking about it, kids and some characters that they really like Disney characters. Santa. I mean, that's a whole thing right there. Yeah, someone just has to get one of these open source AI programs and make an app where you can like talk to Santa or something. I don't know. Okay, Sharazan was saying she is still recovering from the destruction of Lala's mobile suit, the Zeong. It was a difficult decision to destroy the Zeong, but Lala's spirit lies inside that machine, and destroying it will finally allow her to pass on. Amuro could have taken her hostage, but decided to destroy the Zeong, and the two of them died in each other's arms. I am now the only member of the Daikun family that is left. I will fulfill my father's dreams by using the Psycho Frame to drop Axis on Earth to crush all those who have wronged my family. So I guess he doesn't care, which I guess he doesn't care about his sister, which I guess is in line with, I mean, what seems to happen in the anime. You never really see anything after 0079 with him and Sayla. So, yeah, that was weird about the Zeong, unless it just meant like she died, but like her spirit maybe was part of that because that was like that final battle with Amuro and Char. So yeah, that's very interesting. Oh, cool guys. Yeah, I put the that in the chat there if you want to check it out. I thought that was pretty fun. Okay, that was kind of silly. No, I thought that was pretty fun to do. But like I think I had my fill. I can see where that can kind of get boring after some time. But I mean, maybe a great way if it's pulling from Wiki, it would be cool to chat with a character, ask them some things, and then just cross-reference in the Wiki of like, oh, is this bit of information true? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Lala's spirit is even shown in Unicorn, but I'm assuming this Char is like the yeah, because he was a spirit too in Unicorn, so this is probably before that. Yeah. Lucas Gear, that's a bunch of baloney. Then again, for Caswell to do what he did, he probably believes Sayla is dead and gone. Yeah, that's exactly how I'm looking at it because, I mean, even though it was written that way, with her not really being involved with Char because of some things behind the scenes, I guess with the voice actor or whatever. Even in Double Zeta, Sayla's in it, but Char isn't. So, yeah, that's kind of interesting stuff. Let's see. Jedi say the same. Maybe this podcast got run through the AI and they're pulling stuff from yours and Steven's theories. Yeah, that could be it too. Brian says earlier, birthday's next Thursday. Well, happy early birthday. Yeah. Cool. Well, guys, I think that's going to be it for now. Yeah, I thought that was pretty fun to look at the AI chatbot. I figure, with Steven using it to sort of revolutionize the way we program AI in video games and animations, I thought I would try to get a date with Haman Karn, but and actually it was going well until she told me she had green hair, and then I was like, I'm getting out of this. Neon Wave, the lesson today is don't date AI. I don't know. I'm still not completely convinced not to, but anyway, well. Ian, you said I just asked Amuro if he knows Kira. Well, what did it say? That's actually would be fun to do some like cross universe stuff, the stuff out of canon, to see what they would say. Let's see. Anything else going on? No, I think that's about it, guys. But yeah, so yeah, thanks for joining. Check links in the description for ways you can support the channel, or just join the Discord if you haven't. We have fun in there, and if you have any suggestions for videos, let me know. And if you're a supporter, we do have the movie night going on. I think that's this weekend, yeah. So yeah, check all that out. And yeah, Ian will post that in Discord of what Amuro thinks of Akira, or if he knows him. So anyway, everyone, have a good night, and we will talk later. I'm gonna try to do a fancy out.